Menu narration option is set to off.
Coach, on the eastern edge of the D.C. metro area in Landover, Maryland. That's where we are situated at FedEx Field. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with the New York Jets. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone, and no run back here. This will
Here goes, Side.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Check.
Yo, lady.
Switch.
they'll run here with the former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw is Darnold. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Montez Sweat charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
Watch the slant.
56 the mic, boys.
Hey, Delta.
Check 56. Watch the run. Mike,
3rd and long, it's Darnold.
Hey.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for the Redskins touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down defensively. They were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on. Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. The 30, the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell. 77 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Let's get off the field, D. Watch Togo. Watch Twist. Watch the shift.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. And they'll get him down here at the 23.
Last stop.
1 yard.
Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
All day. Woo! Let's get it.
The second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Check 43. Check nickel.
Now the second year back from LSU, it's Darius Geis. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Motion. Block. Kill. Let go. Check.
On first down, it's Haskins. And he whips that one incomplete there.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Go. Check 24. Check 24.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Switch.
3rd down. Here's Haskins.
Outside coming.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield, try to pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Weapon.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Well, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way.
Hey, exit.
Right there, 56. Watch the run.
From the 50, it's Darnold. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's in.
Let's go.
Touchdown, Jets.
Touchdown.
Robbie Anderson. His 4th touchdown of the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
We're going to work.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting? And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Johnson. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They go play action here on first down. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. And now it's second down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. On second and 10, Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Well, you got a receiver here who's got one touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already got into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Right there, 56. Let's go, defense. Let's go.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a pass hauled in downfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
They had 2 tight ends in the formation on that one. It looked to me like he had his pick of receivers downfield.
I think he was just planning on going over the middle. That's what he did.
Picked up first down, too.
On first down, this is Geis. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
You got nothing today. You got nothing.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That's it, baby.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets 16.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's the Redskins in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Back to the ground game now with Geis. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Back.
3rd and 2, now Haskins. And that is caught by the tight end Reed. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, his first touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards, all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay safe. Into the moment and into the game.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Tim Settle, the Virginia Tech Hokie, in there on the stop.
56. Mike, boys, 56. Check, 56. You're going to go, night, lady. 6 guys.
The first carry for Trent Cannon. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Run.
Move the chains. A gain of 7 on third down.
Let's go. Let's go.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
56.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Record. Mike, 56. Hey, Haywood. I got it.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. He sets to fire deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense.
Come to my world.
They start on the ground with Geis.
Why?
And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
You got him. You got
No matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 36, Haskins. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
49, check 49. 49. Hey, watch the edge.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Crowder now to return. Now a hit and a loose football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up first and 10.
56. I got him. 56. 56.
On first down, it's Darnold.
Hey, check.
He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and they're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They can find a way to get back in sync.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now it's Darnold. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a first down.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Darnold on first down. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Ryan Kerrigan in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
56 to Mike. Hey, wahoo! Here we go. Here we go.
Here's Darnold. Caught here by Bell. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
It's going to be a long game.
Hey, high 7.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold.
It's going to be a long day.
Dancing to his left.
It's going to be a long day.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Back him up.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Yeah. You don't want none.
And they are going for it. Darnold. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and the receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
A gain of 4. It's now a second.
Motion, pop, 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 pop.
On second down, it's Bell, and he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Guys, Mike 51, Mike 50. It's our time. This is our time, guys. It's our time.
They'll run it with Bell. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
Let's go.
10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's it, baby.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
You. 51's Mike. Mike's 51.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Darnold, he lets this one fly toward the back. And this is going to be intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Marcus May with a pick. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
So that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10.
Check curls, check curls. 51.
Hey, Alpha.
What we got? What we got? What we got? Go, Mike 51. Mike 51.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. He's going to look deep down the field. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 10.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 11.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook. Oh, so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here's Gotti. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set.
2nd down, Haskins. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Well, apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first.
Here we go.
1st and 10 at the 14.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Sacked there by Avery Williamson, the linebacker. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Haskins will throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Boom, all day.
Leonard Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
26, check 26. Jam him, jam him, jam.
Now Haskins, third and long. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that
Watch
marker.
tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight
Fourth down, here's Haskins. That's complete to his tight end Sprinkle. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Now a handoff, Geis going right. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Looking to throw on second down. Haskins, this to McLaurin out on the left side. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Me and you. It's just me and you.
On third down, Thompson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll get the lead down to 5. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that?
on.
Here we go.
What
Here
does
we
it
go.
mean, break out that just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Third down.
Here we go, son. Mike, go red 80. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. 56. Mike, zoom. Right there, 56. Switch up. 56.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold.
Man, I got you. Man,
And he's
I
got
got
a noon one. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Let's go.
Darnold now just 5 of 16 throwing the ball, but he's got a first and 10. Darnold from the gun. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson, 61 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even at 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here we
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
You got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. You're out.
They go play action now. Haskins, he's going to float this one deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Give the tackle there to Josh Norman. They'll go again with Bell.
Run.
Bell a first down and then some. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They go play action here on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. Bell. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown.
Touchdown!
Robbie Anderson there to make the grab. And the Jets will extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. And the pressure gets to him again. Jordan Jenkins in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Haskins escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. And this is going to be incomplete. Jay Gruden's guys unable to convert on 4th down. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And the failure on 4th down on the other side leads immediately to a 1st and goal.
Watch the safety creep. Hey, Delta.
Here's Darnold. completes it to Powell. He'll be ridden out of bounds. Didn't even come close to sniffing the end zone. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
To throw is Darnold. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Check 3. X3. 218.
Here's Bell.
Let's go. Come on.
And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal.
Hey, exit.
And here we go on 4th. Darnold. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Chris Herndon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Trumaine Johnson. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Touchdown, baby. Woo!
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now it's Haskins. And he finds the tight end, Reed. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. To Thompson on the draw. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
I got you.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and it's 3rd and short. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. So he's hit Peter twice, but still they're facing that deficit here in the second half.
So they're going to see if they can continue to find ways to get him the football, because obviously something is working for him to find the end zone twice. In any event, however this turns out, he's going to be hard to deal with in the film room, isn't he? He's going to want to know why he's not getting more passes thrown to him.
Those big tight ends are getting greedy. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part, because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No, I think about being blown out, and no one wants to go back to those memories. You know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game where a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now is dominating, kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
Double tight, double tight. Staying open, staying open.
On second down now, it's Bell.
Go, run, run, run.
4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Check, 53's Mike. Hey, come on, oh, come on, oh. Check, 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 check.
Now a draw play. This is Bell. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of